everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So today we are making this card here. What do you think? I love it. I really do. I love the pots with the greenery in. I think it's like a set of herbs on a windowsill. And yeah, we've got nice background done with the brick embossing folder, and I have a little trick here up my sleeve to create this label. Right, let's get started. Envelope was decorated as well, probably for another video because this might turn out to be a long one. So let's get going. Okay, so gift from the garden stamp set, cottage greetings stamp set for the happy birthday. Obviously you can use any sentiment that you like. Then we have in the the embossing folder with the bricks. And this is my chalk talk. I know they're not current, but I needed a label. So any label that will fit your sentiment is perfectly alright, really. And this is the label I used. But as you can see, I have that little point on both sides. How did I do that? You'll have to wait and find out. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my in colours here. These are the new 2015-2017 in colours. This is Old Olive and this is Crumb Cake and also the sponge, because that's what we need for the brick wall. First of all, we need a base card. This is an A4 cut in half, scored in half, so that goes to the side there. Then we have two pieces of paper, one for the inside, one for the outside, and we have some bits and bobs that we need for later on for the sentiment. I have already done, as you can see, I've put here, these pots are put on with dimensionals, so I have already cut them out already, so there's no you don't have to see me cutting them out. I have replaced these two here by these colours because I'm thinking I want to keep it as simple as I can with least there's already a lot of supplies, but this meant two more stamp sets, ink pads, so I'm just trying to keep it to this amount here. So we'll put these to the side for now, and we are going to do the inside and the outside. So, right, so we are ready to start inking up our stamp here, and we need a delightful Dijon pot. Then we are going to have a mint macaroon pot, and then we will have a tip top top pot. Oops, that's a bit too far into the greenery, so let's just wipe that off. Oh, it's so handy having a cloth. Okay, so let's go over that again. There we go. And then instead of the cucumber crush, I just thought it was too bright. I like the Old Olive, so I'm using that one for my greenery. So let's go over it like that with your pen sideways. All right. And then, I don't know which flowers they are or which herb it's supposed to be, but we're giving them Watermelon Wonder flowers. Right, so, little huff. And you're going to stamp it about 2 little squares on your grid paper from the bottom of the page. Try to stamp it straight. Yeah, that's fine. And let's do that again. And we are changing colours. So a quick clean and a dry. There we go. So we need another delightful Dijon one. That would have been the same, but the two others are swapped around. You can keep them the same. And then we have this one here. Just to bring a little bit of, and then this one here. A little bit of variety. Unpredictableness. Oh dear. And then we have Old Olive. Actually, although it takes a little bit longer to ink up in pens, I do like it because obviously you can pick out what you want in certain colours. And for this one in particular, I mean, to be honest, I could have just done everything in green and just done, and then separately did the I just need to concentrate now and see, make sure it's all, oh, is it going to be straight? Yeah. Oh, it's not going to be straight. Is it straight? Can you tell? Oh, I'm looking in the monitor now. It should be straight. Yes! Oh, guess what? I forgot to colour the flowers. Typical, isn't it? Doesn't matter. We can give them a little bit of a, with the pen. And I don't think, nobody will notice in the end. Whew. Okay, so actually, let's give these a little bit more as well. Then we make them look just about the same. Oh, there's me. Whew. Okay, that was a quick save. So yes, so what you should have done as well is stamped all your pots again. And I've done that here and I've cut them out, right? So I've got them on a piece of paper ready to glue them on top of that. So that's something that we can do in a moment. What we need to do now is put our piece of paper through the embossing folder, and you're going to get your crumb cake and open up your embossing folder, and the side that has the wording on, the black wording, that's the one that you're going to ink up. I'm just going to turn it around because it seems to be easier that way. Yeah, let's put this out of the way for now. And just put it down and just ink it up as you would, you know, a stamp basically. And I know there's a lot there, but just get rid of some of that. I do that and then I go over it again, mind you. So it's just, you want, oh, that's better. Yeah, see, here and there. That's sort of the amount of ink that you want on there, okay? Then you take your card and make sure you have one line just underneath the pots, because that looks nice. Okay, like that. Now, for you, before I close it, I've got the Big Shot here. Your thing needs to be on tab 2. So you close it, hold it, put it on, in between your sandwich plates, roll it through. Yeah, hold up the flap. Okay, so it's through. Let me bring it out. And we'll need that in a moment. And so this is what it looks like now. So you take that off. This goes, you just, you know, just clean that off under the running tap, that's fine. It will be just as, you know, ink doesn't damage it, so that's what I'm trying to say. And now we're going to add some extra daubing, so making it even more around the edges, certainly. And into the middle a little bit like that. Right. Right, okay, that's fine. I like that. And then we are going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals out, and we're going to put these pots on. See, the reason why I put the pots on is, of course, they're going to be sort of into the you know, into the wall. They're not supposed to be part of the wall, obviously. For the plant, for the, you know, for the greenery itself, it doesn't matter so much. But I thought it was quite obvious for the pots. So, and don't forget to take out the little leaf here, so you can still see the leaf that's stamped underneath. There we go, see? And even if you had stamped it a little bit skewy, which I have done actually, you can correct that with putting the pots a little bit lower, or a little bit higher even. Oh, what am I doing? That's not very straight, is it? No, just let's put the pots completely over where they're supposed to be. Okay, one more. So one dimensional for each pot. Maybe it's quicker like this. They don't seem to be very sticking. Okay, because if I had to be sitting here and cutting them out, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't take long. It's just straight. It doesn't take 2 minutes, but you know, it does take 5 minutes when you're doing it on camera. And you're sitting there going, okay, I've seen that now. Okay. Let's take this bit out and voila, there is our front panel. And can you tell I didn't do the flowers on this one? I don't think you can tell. Okay, so let's put this to the side as we usually do. I've stamped the inside already because I thought that would save a little bit of time. So I've got happy birthday and the inside is stamped as well. And now we are ready to create our label. Now, as you know, I have done something to that label to make it look a little bit different from what the actual label looks like. So we are going to use our Big Shot on tab 1, and first of all let's stamp our words. I'm not going to get the ink pad out, I've got the pen here, so I might as well just do it like that. So here we are in the middle, stamp the words up and down, and I get it wrong, of course, why not? Oh dear, just as you think you want to do something quickly, this happens. It's typical, isn't it? Right, try again. Wipe this off and stamp. Okay, now how am I going to cut this out so it looks different? Well, first of all, let's cut out our basic shape. So, into the Big Shot, roll it through, there it goes. Fell out, there we go. See, that's our basic shape. So let's cut this one out as well. So just put it on. I don't have a metallic plate, but I don't have any problems doing this. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it more towards one side than the other. Okay, that's important. Okay, put it more towards one side than the other. So happy birthday is more to the left in this case. So let's cut that. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we're going to take our cutting and we are going to swap, turn our die round and place it into the label like that, about the same size apart, about the same size away from the end of the Y. Make sure it's nice and straight so that all this lines up with what you've already cut. And now we're cutting this end here, and we're just going to cut that bit. So you're going to roll it through that bit first. Yeah, and now it's gone through, and then just come back. Don't roll any more than you have to. Okay, so all I've done is do. That was it. And now look. Okay, this can happen. So I've gone a little bit off the side here, but that doesn't matter. Just cut it, and you can't tell really. Okay, so now we have to do the same thing with this, because of course we've made this smaller, but we have to make sure that, see, we don't do too much of. So just the edge of that one. So that gives you an idea. So just put it so that the edge, so that this point is visible there. Is it straight? My plates are warped a little bit, so there we go. Okay, so let's put that through. Let's see if it's straight. Yeah, reasonably straight. And again, you roll it till you feel it's gone past that little bit there to about there, and then I roll back. I don't do any more. See, and now it's taken off that little bit, look. And I've got one with the same little edge on both sides. And if I put this on, I have a little bit of Delightful Dish on each side. And to be honest, you can't tell that, you know, you've sort of manufactured that differently from what it was supposed to be. Assembling. Oh, this was my piece of paper I had ready for my for my label. Okay, where's the glue? Inside of the card. I think I already know who I'm going to send this to. Yes, I have somebody whose birthday is coming up. So there we go. Right, so that's the inside of the card. Then we have this bit. Like always, when you have embossed a piece of paper, you need to put on a little bit more glue than you would normally. So put that on, and there we go, nicely around the edges. And then we have our labels here, and it's up to you. You can glue them together and then mount them. You can mount them and mount them again. What I usually do is I glue them together so it's one label, and of course in this case it's a good thing because I stamped on the other side, remember? An extra bit of stamping. And then I'm going to put my dimensionals on there. And let's just keep it to this for this video, and I will show you how I did the envelope in another one. Okay, there we go. So we have two cards which are slightly different because of course I tried to take out those two colours to keep the supplies a little bit less, and I shall be doing this in the next video, and guess what, I shall be doing this in the video after that. And there's a surprise inside as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!